Welcome to Unleash Your Audacious Confidence on Win-Win Women TV. This show is all about sharing the tips, tools, and techniques that will allow you to step boldly in the direction of your dreams despite your feelings, fears, or past failures, to imagine what's possible for yourself and live the life you deserve. Well, hello, and welcome to this episode of Unleash Your Audacious Confidence here on Win-Win Women TV. I'm your host, Alicia Couri, and on today's show, we're talking all about aging with confidence. Yes, we need to age with confidence, people. And so I wrote a book several years ago. It's over my shoulder over here. Reverse. Over on this side of my shoulder. And it's called Age with Audacious Confidence. And I want to take you through some of the steps in this book because I feel like it's simple, but it's not always easy. And that's the thing. There are so many things that we do that are simple, but they're not always the easiest thing to do. And so we miss the how profound it is. We miss the benefits and we miss the impact. That's the word I'm looking for, that it can have. So we're going to talk about that today. But before I get into that, I just want to welcome you to the show and to share about Win-Win Women. If you are brand new to Win-Win Women and you haven't yet poked around, I encourage you to go to winwinwomen.com. Check out the website, because on the website, there are so many fantastic opportunities for you to grow and shine as a woman. We have tremendous shows by different show hosts that can help you from anywhere, from personal, financial, social, business, such a wealth of resources within the shows that are broadcast on Win-Win Women. And they also have live events and live opportunities for you to meet women and connect with them live. So go check it out. And then there's a store that you can also check to see what's happening in the Win-Win Women store. Now, if you want to connect with me, you can go to alicia360.com, alicia360.com. And you can connect with me there on any of those, any of my social media platforms. You can connect with me. You can also connect with me on WhatsApp. Yeah, you can send me a message. You can text me, and you can email me as well. So let's get into. I have the book here with me. So I'm going to talk about a couple different areas that we can invest in to help us with this process called aging. I've been told I'm not very good at it. Of all the things that I'm really good at, aging is not one of them. And I accept that compliment or criticism, however you want to frame it. But I accept that compliment because I really do mentally imagine myself young, always young, forever young. And I think we tend to do that. We imagine ourselves young. However, the words that come out of our mouth don't match our imagination. I was watching a show the other day, and one of the characters on the show, he's an older gentleman, and he said, in my mind, I'm still that 18-year-old high school kid slinging the football on the field. But then when I roll out of bed, suddenly I'm an old man. Everything hurts. And my goal is to get you to kind of align those two extremes. Because yes, we're not 18 anymore. If we've lived on this earth, to be grateful enough to say we have aged. We're not 18 years old. Right now, I'm 54. So I have some years behind me. And so we want to still line up the self-image of being someone who has vitality and youth and energy with the physical. And it starts in our mind. So I'm gonna go through just a couple tips here, and we're gonna start with our mind. And we really have to engage when we're talking about anti-aging. It's not just throwing something on your face, putting a topical cream, and expecting it to do miracles. There is a mind, body, spirit connection to the anti-aging process that allows us to age with audacious confidence. So buckle up and let's go on this journey together. Okay. Now, in this book, like I said, it's Age with Audacious Confidence. It's 21 tips to look and feel younger. And so the first tip that I have here, which is really, really, I think it's not just pivotal, but it's also, it's foundational. It's pivotal and foundational. And it's our thoughts and our words, how our thoughts about aging and the words that we speak line up. And if we are thinking incorrectly, if we are picturing, back to what I said earlier, picturing in our mind what old is and what it looks like, and what your narrative of old is, because if your narrative of old is a particular age, then when you hit that age, you see yourself as old. I don't see a age as being old. Old is not just a state of mind, but a state of mind and body. When you have vitality and you have energy and you have excitement in your life and you have vision and possibility, you're not old. I know some 70, 80-year-olds that are just, I mean, I'm like, what are they doing? Wow. That's what I aspire to. That my age would never be a factor of whether I'm old or not. So, so the first one is watch your thoughts and your words. And for me, this is very spiritual as well. This is a spiritual foundation, because one of my foundational scriptures in the Bible, and I'm going to talk about the Bible because that's what I believe, and that's what has, I think, helped me in my aging process a lot. So I'm going to share from the heart what I believe, and it's up to you to believe what you choose to believe. But there is a scripture, it's Psalms 103, 1-5, and it's talking about the benefits of God. And he says, "Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his holy name." And as you skip down to verse 5, it says, "Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits." All his benefits. And one of those benefits is that he renews my youth like that of the eagle. He renews my youth. I just eat that. I take that and I'm like, God renews my youth every single day. He renews and restores my youth. So what is youth? Like I said, it's that energy, that health, that vitality, nothing missing, nothing broken. Your pipes work, everything's working. Your arms, your legs, your joints, your muscles, everything's intact. Everything is functioning. Your internal organs are functioning. My brain is sharp. Yeah, I'm wearing glasses. I'm doing my best, but I need to see. So continuing to believe for my eyes to be renewed, for that also to be youthfully renewed. But in the meantime, I eat that my youth is renewed, my youth is renewed, so that my thoughts, my words, my spirit will connect to that because it's in the word, and that's my belief. So my spirit connects to that, and because my spirit connects to that, it makes that word alive inside of me, and then my mind thinks, my youth is renewed. My words that I speak, my youth is renewed. And so my mind, my spirit, and my thoughts are all in alignment. And that's the power. That's that power of the Trinity. It says a threefold cord is not easily broken. So that's a very powerful Trinity right there. When your spirit, your mind, and your body line up, and your words line up, spirit, mind, and your words line up, it's a powerful, powerful force. And because I'm speaking the word, it has power. So that's the first thing. I want you to recognize, am I saying the wrong things about my age, about aging, about being old, about getting older? Am I speaking the wrong words? Because when you speak, you hear. So the words that you're speaking, you're feeding yourself, you're feeding your mind. And if your thoughts are not in alignment with the words that you're saying, you're receiving a double binding message. And that double binding message is creating confusion. And then your body doesn't know what to do. Your subconscious mind doesn't know what to do. So it defaults to what you believe. And if you believe that at a certain age, it is old, you're old. If you believe that when you turn 40, you're decrepit and you're old and everything starts breaking down and you start losing stuff and you start losing hair and losing your vision and your hearing and everything, that's exactly what's going to happen. That's your default. However, if you feed yourself something differently and you believe something differently, then when you get into that double binding message, it'll be that belief that kicks in. I hope that makes sense. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So aging starts with getting those things aligned. Your spirit, your mind, and your words. When those things align, then you can start working on the body. And the body part of it, because then it becomes easier for your body to get in alignment with that instead of fighting it. When your body is fighting against you and is getting old, getting older, feeling old, feeling broken down, it's somewhere within those, the words that you're speaking, what your beliefs are, what your mind is saying. So your beliefs, the words, and your spirit, somewhere in between there, there's a wrong message that's, it's a corrupted program. The programming has been corrupted. And it's usually the thoughts or beliefs and the words that you speak. So work on getting in alignment with that. Listen to yourself, really listen to yourself speak about yourself. Not just hear it, but really listen. So like when you roll out of bed, are you like, oh, everything hurts. I can't. My back, my knees. Ugh. Or are you springing out of bed energetic, like, all right, let's take on today. That's that attitude of let's get it done. So think about that for a minute. Think about how your thoughts, your words, and your spirits aligning, and your spirit is lining up. And if you find that there is any disharmony there, it's up to you to fix it. All right. So the Bible also says, as a man thinks in his heart, this is in Proverbs, as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. So your heart is your believer. So if you're thinking in your heart, in your believer, that's what's going to happen. So it shall be. So that's why I have that as the very first chapter, because it's super important for us to line those things up. As we chronologically age, there are physiological things that do happen. So when I say, your thoughts, your mind, and your words need to line up, it's not discounting the facts that, yes, After a certain age, collagen dips. After a certain age, certain hormones start changing. That's a natural function of your body. For women, you go through menopause, you start your estrogen shifts. So the other thing I'm going to share with you, because as we're looking into the body, you have to address these physiological and chemical responses of aging in your body. That is making sure that you're doing the right things to balance out your hormones. So seek out professionals that are hormone experts, not just your regular doctor. Your regular OBGYN, your regular doctor is not specialized in hormone therapy. You need to address your hormones. And you'll be surprised, one little shift in how you're addressing your hormones can take you from where your energy is dipping low, in because it's not always all about attitude. There are physiological things that happen that tank out your energy. My coach, so I have a health coach, and my health coach was telling me that when I ran in the morning, so in my book, I talked about running every morning. When I run in the morning, if I do too much hard cardio in the morning, it is blowing out my adrenals early in the day. And so my energy will tank. And so I have to be careful about how much cardio I do in the mornings. And so without that information, without understanding that, I would continue to have that energy just tank out at me. So there are several ways you can address your hormones, aside from hormone replacement therapy, BHRT therapy. You can do it through diet, through exercise. All these things support one another. So if you're eating right, and again, like I said, I have a health coach. She is a functional medicine coach. So she looks into supplementation, but the food, she always says, food is the bottom of the pyramid. You have to get your food right. You have to eat the right things. Eat organic, grass-fed. If you're eating beef, grass-fed, grass-finished beef, or grass-fed, grain-finished beef, organic chicken, hormone-free chicken. Look for things that are organic, because anything with hormones in it or anything that's been overly processed impacts negatively those hormones. So you need to be able to eat right. Intermittent fasting helps regulate your hormones. Exercise, the right exercise to help support that function. And supplementation. She talks about these things and shares these things. And I'm going to have her as a guest on a show coming up. But I have some other really great guests coming up to talk about these things, because we need to be educated about what's happening physiologically in our bodies. So as we're getting our mind right, let's get our bodies right. And then that helps us to be more in alignment as we chronologically get older, but we don't get old, right? So you don't want to be disease prone. You don't want to dip your immune system. You want to build that immune system as high as you possibly can, so that you can ward off any disease or illness as chronologically you age. So we're not going to get old, but we are going to age. Now, we talked about getting our mind, spirit, mind, and thoughts and beliefs and words all in alignment. We talked about addressing the physical body, through hormone therapy, eating right. That's the number one thing, eating the right foods. Like I had to learn to cut out soy. And when you're cutting something out of your diet, That's when you realize how much of it is in so many food that you love. You have to cut out soy, cut out popcorn, corn, all kinds of corn, popcorn, all kinds of corn, because they're GMO, they're genetically modified, and that can mutate your genes and mutate your hormones to become toxic in your body and create disease in your body. So you need to understand these things and practice them. So those are the two top things. And then the way that you exercise, the way that you work out, weight bearing exercises, building muscle, that helps transport your hormones through your body more effectively and more efficiently. How do you build up your collagen? How do you increase collagen production in your body? What are those foods that you eat that can increase collagen production? Collagen and elastin. You know, you need those things. And so building muscle is a very important part of your healthy lifestyle routine. So eating healthy, getting enough sleep. Oh, that's a time when you really need to monitor and get enough sleep. Sleep is huge. I have something in here about taking naps. Taking naps. You got to take a nap. And in talking about taking naps, it was shared with me by my coach, by Lydia, that a woman should be in bed before 11 p.m. Like after a certain time in your life, you need to go to bed, and going to bed even 10 minutes before 11 will help increase your life expectancy. It's remarkable what enough sleep can do for you. So going to bed earlier rather than later is helpful. I haven't quite figured out my schedule yet to work that in consistently, but I'm trying. I am working on it. I'm working on it. When we're talking about food and what we eat, there was something about food that I wanted to share with you about eating. There are collagen rich foods. So in addition to supplementation, there are collagen rich foods that you can eat to also help you produce that collagen internally, because that's really how we need to help supplement that collagen. And of course, we can do other things to help instigate or trigger collagen growth within our skin. So we can do things on the beauty side, but also we can do things on the actual ingesting of the right food to help you look and feel amazing. The way you dress is important. How you dress when you start getting into these different areas of our lives is really important. I remember what it is I want to say about food is alcohol intake. You really have to monitor your alcohol intake because it affects you more as chronologically you age. So you have to be very careful about smoking and drinking later on in life, and restrict some of the alcohol intake, because that can really dehydrate your body. So I was excited to write this book. It is still so relevant. If you want to get a copy, go to Alicia360.com. The link for the book is in there on Alicia360.com. Again, it's called Age with Audacious Confidence. I can't show you the title of this one because I had to change the title. But that's the correct title over on this side here, Age with Audacious Confidence. But this is the title of the book. It's 21 tips to look and feel younger. And it's Age with Audacious Confidence. And I have tips in there for women who are in different decades as well. So I had tips 50s, 60s, and 70s that women shared their tips for staying younger. So if you want to check it out, you can go ahead and check out that book. It's on Amazon. And like I said, go to alicia360.com and you'll find the link to the book there. There's so many amazing ways that we can help ourselves in this process of aging, to not be old, to not be shrinking and withering, and to actually have vibrance and vitality and youthful energy and excitement. And once you make that mindset shift of what old is and what it looks like, and that it's something so far away from where you are and who you are. Like I see some people in their 80s and 90s. My pastor is in her 90s, and she's like a whippersnapper. I mean, she has energy for days. She gets up, she is like the Energizer Bunny. And so if she in her 90s could be that vibrant and vital, why can't we at 40, 50, 60, 70, 80? Why can't we have that kind of vitality and energy? So again, the scripture I mentioned at the beginning, it's Psalms 103, 1-5, and it's the blessings of the Lord. And you can read that out. I didn't read the entire thing, but you can read it out. And you can see that there is opportunity for you to align that spirit, mind, confession, the words that you speak, in obtaining your own youthfulness. Next time I talk about this, I'll share with you some products, some of my favorite products that I use. I don't get anything from them. I don't get any kickbacks, nothing like that. I just, sometimes people want to know, what do you do? What do you use? What are you actually using to help you keep younger? I know one of the things that I do is I moisturize all the time. I always have lotion next to me, because the minute I start feeling my hands dry or any part of me dry, I'm like moisturizing that puppy. Hyaluronic acid is a great product. Anything with hyaluronic acid, and pomegranate. If you are vegan, if you're vegan and you're looking for skincare, I have a great resource for you, because in fact, I'll bring her on the show to talk about vegan remedies or solutions for skincare, to help you in that journey as well, because there are certain things that you can put on your skin, you can put on your face, sun protection that you can get naturally as well. So pomegranate is one of those things. Pomegranate seed oil, I believe. Pomegranate seed oil is great for sun protection. I don't know how you administer it. I don't know what levels it has to be. She does, but there are things out there that you can use to help with that anti-aging process and help protect your skin. All right, until the next show, stay out of the sun. The sun is very damaging to the skin. So stay out of the sun as much as possible. I know we're experiencing global warming everywhere in the world right now, but take heed, be safe. And I want to leave you with this, that you need to be bold, to be brave, and every day to do one thing, to step out with audacious confidence and age with audacious confidence. Until next time, I'm your host, Alicia Couri, for Unleash Your Audacious Confidence here on Win Win Women TV.